Here we go. Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. That's Martelle and I'm Randy, your host, best friend, and yogi. Breathe in. Breathe out. What's going on, Randy?
You know what grinds my gears? Fast food places that aren't fast. I've been avoiding fast food.
I've been having that issue with Jimmy John's. They ain't freaky fast in Lancaster.
No, they're never freaky fast. Tonight, I was in a hurry to get out here because I thought you were going to be.
Yeah, I ended up being
Which
late.
you were only like 2 minutes behind me.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, okay, I'm near Hardee's. I was passing by Hardee's in Circleville.
Oh, I was like, where the hell is our Hardee's?
So I go to Hardee's. 2 people in line. Sweet.
Carl
I ordered
Jr.
2 sandwiches, right? Pretty basic. Now, I took note when I pulled in, the car's in line. Get my order, pull up, wait 8 minutes.
Holy shit.
Finally, the car that was sitting at the windows when I pulled in leaves. Sat there another 5. I left. They can have my bacon, mushroom, Swiss melt, whatever.
Yeah, that's a little long.
I went to Panda Express, pulled in. It was like, give me 2 chicken egg rolls and order crab rangoon.
They said it's ready.
Yeah, I was
like,
in and out
"It's
there
ready."
in under a minute, paid and everything with a card.
Yeah, it's because it's Express.
Yeah.
It is Panda Express. It's in the name.
Yeah. So
So Thursday was Lexi's birthday. So we didn't really do her birthday dinner, and she always wants sushi. Well, we couldn't do it Thursday because of just other circumstances. Harley had dance and Lexi had cheer.
Life was in the way.
Life was in the way. So we just said, how about we do something else and we'll do sushi on Friday. No big deal. She's like, hey, no problem. Fine. So
I just picked up a bottle not knowing what it was and fondled it and turned around. It's your nasal spray.
it is actually cocaine water.
Ooh. Well, in that case, I'm going to drink it.
Yeah. I mean, it's meant to be snorted.
Put some of that in my drink.
Yeah.
In my drink.
Drank.
Okay, so anyway.
So yesterday, Liz and I, yesterday
you messaged me and said, hey, I don't know when we're going to record because
no, that was today.
Was that today?
That was today.
It was this morning.
Yeah.
So early.
That was this morning that I'm like, I don't know when we're going to record because I got all this shit going on. But, no, like yesterday. So yesterday for lunch, we went to.
Which just reminds me, we're recording stupid late on a Friday night.
It's not stupid.
My kids are going to bed right now.
It's 8:20.
They're getting ready for bed.
Your kids should be up till at least 11. They're that age.
Start at 8:30.
It's Friday.
No.
It's Friday.
Nope.
Friday. Thank God it's Friday.
TGIF.
Yeah. No, I was thinking
have
more
some fun, show you how it's done. TGIF.
I was thinking more along the lines of Dr. Dre, but so anyway, so yesterday Liz and I went and got Mexican, and I got like this 2.5 pound burrito.
Nice.
That actually ended up being about 7 pounds.
That's a burrito.
It was a huge burrito.
That's a burrito.
I think I'm going to have lunch tomorrow. Burrito that turned into no. My gluttonous ass ate
ate
the
it
whole
all.
fucking thing.
Yes.
Plus a basket of chips.
Good thing you did all those challenges over the last 6 months.
No shit. And then last night we did Chinese.
Chickadee China, the Chinese.
So
chicken.
I had Chinese last night, and then today we went and did some sushi, and I haven't shit for like 72 hours.
Oh, rip your toilet and your whole septic system.
It's going to be bad.
Part of your yard just going to be like, poof,
It's going to
just
explode.
sink in.
It'll
It's
be
gonna
fine.
A sinkhole.
It'll be fine.
Be
This
a
is
sinkhole.
fine. This is fine.
It's
This is fine.
After doing 2 challenges where you're treating your body very well.
This
you
is
just went, you know what? Let's act like Randy for a few days.
fuck it. Let's
Yeah.
do this.
Basically, whatever you see, yeah, I want that. Do it.
Yeah. So it was kind of a. I was
The hell with the consequences.
And tomorrow.
Your poor corn.
Tomorrow being Saturday, because today it's actually Friday. We're recording a day early and super late, as you said. We're taking Lexi wants to go to Pins. So Pins, there's
That's
3.
a bowling place, right?
They do duck bowling, yeah, and they're owned by the same company that owns 16-bit.
Okay, 16-bit's the arcade.
That's the arcade.
But explain duck bowling.
So duck bowling is basically you have like a croquet ball.
You have a grenade, and there are 10 ducks.
Yes,
And however many you kill, you get to keep.
Yes, exactly.
I would love that.
It's amazing.
I would love that.
It's a concussion grenade, so they just
they
don't get full of shrapnels.
Right. I mean, you don't want to explode them. You want to take them home and eat them.
Yeah, you want to eat. You want something to eat. Now, duck bowling it's basically almost old timey. So the pins are maybe 8 inches tall.
I've heard of
and
that.
They're
You got
on
like
wires.
The smaller ball.
The ball's is a little bit. It's
like
about the
shot
size
put.
of a bocce ball.
Okay.
And you just roll it down the lane. However many take out, those go up via a wire. It leaves the rest. Go for the spare, and then it resets.
I don't go for spares.
I don't either. I just go straight for the strike.
I throw nothing but gutters.
Gutters.
100%.
You are a gutter.
My scorecard just says, ooh.
So, and tonight, we're continuing the cocktail series.
We are.
So I'm disappointed.
With one I've never had.
Well, this is one I made up.
Okay.
So yes.
I've definitely never had it then. I thought
I came up with it last summer, and who knows? So I'm sure other people have put this combination
Somebody
together.
somewhere's probably done it.
But I started doing it last summer, and then we put a little twist on it tonight because of Liz. And so we are doing...
Because Liz said, hey, do you want to do this? And we just went, why not?
Well, yeah, why not? We're doing I call it a pineapple whiskey sour. It is 1 part pineapple juice, 1 part whiskey, 1 part orange juice. The sour part is like the 3 drops of lemon juice that I put in.
I like how you call it a pineapple whiskey sour and just negate the third ingredient.
Yeah, the orange doesn't
Orange
exist.
juice lives don't matter.
Well, you really can't taste it, to be honest.
Why don't you just get pineapple orange juice? That's the thing.
That is a thing, but they didn't have that either. So, and that's a whole other story.
That you could find.
Yeah, because I'm fucking blind. No, because you don't really taste the orange. It's more the pineapple. The orange is just a filler. It's like Botox. It's just there, and you can't really taste it. And then Liz had said something about grenadine, so I just put a splash of grenadine on top.
I love cherries.
And it's good. I mean, it's...
I love maraschino cherries, black cherries, buck cherry. I like them all.
Yeah. So I think I like it better without the grenadine, to be honest. It's really good, but
I tried it with and without. But I tried it, and then you added more lemon juice.
I did.
And the grenadine.
Yeah, I topped off the lemon juice.
Liz said you didn't give Randy much lemon juice, so you just like.
Well,
it was like a mustard bottle squirt into my.
Open your mouth.
I just licked my windscreen here.
Get some tardiness.
That's why I am the only one that uses the red mic.
Yeah, that's right. But it's really good. I mean, it is with or without the grenadine, it is a perfect summer cocktail.
Yeah, when your pool's done and it's way too hot for my fat butt to be out there, this is what I want you to make me.
I'll be investing in pineapple juice and orange juice to be able to make these
fresh
all summer.
Hand squozen. We will pay a Cuban boy.
I was going to say, I
hand squozen.
I don't know that I can pay somebody to do that. And
I bet you can pay dude to do it. He's got the forearms for it. He works his forearms.
He's got the butt cheeks for it.
He does. He must work out. I saw a picture of him on Facebook, and somebody said something about, does dude even lift? Like he needs his ego inflated anymore.
Right.
Him and his whiskey room muscles.
But, so there is this... I'm going to go ahead and call it a friendly feud between us and the Bourbon Hunters.
It ain't no feud. They ain't got crap on us except... I mean, dude's got muscles and good looks, but he's also got Tyler that brings him way down.
And unfortunately...
My favorite thing about that whole episode where they talk about us is we're 17 talking about, words they mispronounced.
We're talking about Blanton's Gold. Like the Blanton's Gold episode.
Like Perlos instead of Peerless.
Yeah,
Perless.
Perless. I'm like,
Peerless.
Are you shitting me? You guys sound like me talking.
Oh, man.
So I was just like, but there was so much hate towards the two of us just around Blanton's.
Literally by name.
And by name. And keep in mind, their show for Blanton's Gold was recorded before we did Blanton's and Coke.
Yes.
So, but we've been very, very upfront about the fact that Blanton's...
We don't like them. Oh,
yeah. But Blanton's, we think, is an overpriced $30 bottle of whiskey Well, I should say an overpriced $60 bottle of whiskey that should be $30.
Yeah.
And there's way too much hype around it.
What got me is
it is good.
They talk about us in their episode, which I haven't had Blanton's Gold, but I'm sure it sucks.
3 different times.
But they mentioned us by name 3 times, and in the end, they end up agreeing with everything we've said. And
Right.
they talk about how even dude was like, I would pay $75 for Eagle Rare, which is $32 a bottle.
Yeah.
Before he'd pay $100 for a $55 bottle of Blanton's.
Yeah. He'd pay
He's
more
literally
for Eagle
admitting
Rare.
that Eagle Rare is better than Blanton's.
Eagle Rare is better than Blanton's.
Absolutely, I agree.
But
and it's priced right.
But in our group chat that we had going,
That was just
I
fun.
basically just said Blanton's is equivalent to Wild Turkey 101. It is a good $30 bottle.
I would say Blanton's is equivalent to Wild Turkey, Eagle Rare. If it was $30.
At a $30 bottle, it's equivalent to both
Yeah.
of those. It is not great.
And I will agree with them that OWA, they mentioned, being at the 50 price point, was way better at 25.
But OWA
I agree
is
with
a
that.
wheat.
But
it
still, I'm just talking quality of drink versus
yes,
price.
Yes.
You're right. And we've talked about apples and oranges and prunes.
Oranges and pineapples.
Yeah, and Grenadine. But
And Buffalo Trace, because that's what's in this.
I honestly haven't listened to Bourbon Hunters in like 6 months until you commented, and I was like, oh, they talked about us? All right, I'll listen. To be fair, I haven't listened to us in like 2 years.
I listen to us every week.
People
So.
message me, and they're like, oh my gosh, I was listening back to this episode you did like 8 weeks ago, and I'm like, I have no clue where I was 8 weeks ago.
Yeah, great. Message to the show, not Randy.
Yeah, right.
How about that? How about the
No.
show?
Everybody knows that I'm the boobs of this show.
You are the boobs of this show.
Yeah, so that's why I get all the love.
But yeah, the whole episode, like that whole Blanton's good.
Everyone loves a
And-
booby.
and
booby,
Tyler
a booby.
saying-
They're fun, they're wonderful toys.
You know, we should. Wouldn't it be hilarious if we gave them Blanton's Gold and they were like, "This is so much better than Blanton's"? I'm like,
My first thought was
No
give me-
shit.
Yeah, well, my first thought was fine. Give me Blanton's Gold.
"Give me Blanton's."
I'll try it for free.
That's where I'm at. I'm like,
You ain't hurt my feelings.
I will try Blanton's. I'm sure it is. I
Hey,
can't.
Tyler,
speak
who
to any of
doesn't
the
listen to
variants.
this, challenge accepted.
I'm like, hate me.
And then we'll mix it with Coke. Really,
At this
we'll mix it
point-
with Diet Right.
At this point, I will mix anything with Coke just to piss people off. I will mix
mean-
Pappy and Coke.
Dude, if we ever get Pappy and mix with Coke, I want to blast that. Articles would be written about that on bourbon and whiskey sites across the globe.
I actually know a guy who has several bottles of Pappy.
Please get us a
I
sample.
bet you I could probably get us a sample.
Please do.
I bet you if we wanted to travel to Indiana to record a show, he would gladly be on the show,
Let's go.
and we may be able to mix Pappy and Coke just as a fuck
Dude,
off.
Let's set it up. I mean,
I'll see.
Indiana's not that far. We could go there and back in a day if we had to.
Well, I'm not going back here in the day. There in a day, but
Fine, a weekend then. We leave Saturday morning. We come back Sunday.
maybe.
Let's go.
I'm down for it. I'll have to get a hold of BP and see what he says. But
British Petroleum.
Yeah.
You know British Petroleum.
I do. Beatrix Potter.
That's. Oh, is that Harry Potter's grandpa
No, it's Little Bunny Foo Foo. It's
from
Peter
Lord
Rabbit.
of the Rings?
Peter Rabbit. From,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
He gets the ring, and then they go into outer space, and
yeah.
Luke, I am your father.
And pew pew pew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's impressive,
Isn't it?
You've got friends in high places.
I do. I have connections.
I am a friend in low places. That's about all I'm good for.
Yeah. So, anyway, enough of that bullshit. Because the show's really about me, and you're just here.
I was about to spit out my whatever you call this, and I wasn't even going to argue it. It was just funny.
I have to have knee surgery.
Fatty.
I know. I have tore my meniscus in my left knee a year ago.
And you've been doing all these workouts.
And I've been doing all these workouts, and I've been out running. I've been out doing all this shit.
living in a 2-story house,
The surgeon,
up and down the stairs.
we do the x-ray. I get COVID. I go back 20 days later for my follow-up MRI. Go in the next day, and he's like, how you feeling? I'm like, oh, I feel great. I ran yesterday. I said I ran like 7 100-meter runs yesterday. I said, he's like, really? You tore your meniscus?
Back in 1988.
And I'm like, yeah. I said, I figured that was probably the case. He's like, yeah, I think he called it like the meniscus pad in the front. He goes, and you have a cyst behind your knee. He goes, that all the liquid's draining to. He goes, so we're going to have to go in and like do orthoscopic a scope and
You're all jacked
and
up.
fix that and drain the cyst. And he goes, then you'll be right as rain. I'm like,
No, you won't.
cool.
That's when you start going downhill.
I'm like, should I just keep running?
So you're fine now. The minute they do that, you're going to put on like 400 pounds.
Oh, fucking
not
way.
be able to move.
Hey, I could be on my 600-pound life.
I'm not far. I bet I could
be
join you.
famous.
I bet you and me. We'll just make the podcast, my 600-pound podcast. I just started losing weight, but a couple nights I could turn this around. I'm not too far in.
Couple hours, I can turn this around.
You just put on 400 pounds in 2
I'll buy
hours.
all the Chick-fil-A.
Give me all the 7-pound burritos.
Yeah, that's right.
Put a cork in your bowl. You ain't pooping ever again.
Jesus, I may have to take a stool softener.
Oh.
Suppository.
We're going to get halfway through this episode, and all of a sudden you're like, I got to go. You pulled in and said you had to poop.
I know, and I'm holding it.
So it's not that you haven't been able to. It's just that you've chosen not to at
this point. I've chosen not to.
I want to try and make this the longest episode I can and see how long you can hold out.
That won't happen. Oh, I can go a while.
See, that's how I am. I don't get people that are like, gotta go, and they run. Like, it's just never been
there
a
are
problem.
times where I'm like, shit.
Literally, it's coming.
I may have
That happened to me actually this last week. So we have a breezeway at our new place. You've been there,
yeah.
So the breezeway, when we go to bed, we lock the breezeway doors. They're screen doors, but we lock them.
Yeah.
So I got home from work the other day. Beth I got home from being out in the field.
Gotta go.
Yeah, and I was like on the way home, like squeezing cheeks, right? Like it wasn't urgent, but I was like, it's going to be if something don't happen soon. But I can make it home. So I get home and I run around the corner, and it's like getting to crunch time. I knew because Beth messaged me. She's like, I put Judd down for bed, did dishes, did Huck's schoolwork. I'm going to try and get like a 30-minute hour nap. Cool.
Okay.
You're doing your thing. I'm going to drive home. So I get there. Well, she had inadvertently, like out of habit during the day when they got home from a grocery trip, locked the screen door.
Ooh.
There's no keys to this because we have like the flip lock, but we also do use like a latch from the inside.
So you can't just yank on it till it opens.
I about ripped that door off. And finally I called her and she was like, all groggy. She's like, hello? And I'm like, I got to poop and the screen door's locked. She's like, oh my gosh, I'll get out there. She like yelled for Huck. Like Huck comes running out. I go busting downstairs to my man cave because that's where I like to do my business.
Well, yeah.
And but I was like, listen, I get that you want things to be secure. And she didn't mean to. It's just like I always lock my vehicle. If I'm going to be 5 feet from my vehicle, I lock it. It's just habit.
Don't lock that door.
I was like, I don't have a key to that. The door inside the screen door, lock it. I've got a key to that. I plan for that time.
Yeah.
I tell my butt cheeks, you got to clench at least long enough for me to unlock the door. My butt cheeks get it. They're good friends of mine. They hold everything in.
Yeah.
But that screen door is a variable that I cannot plan for.
Be like, guys, hold.
So I'm sitting out there bouncing around doing the like pee-pee dance, except it's the poo-poo dance.
The poo-poo dance.
And I'm like trying to get my phone out and call her up. My hands are full, of course, because I got like my laptop and all this other. And I call her.
That shit gets left
behind. Get the
behind.
door! So, yeah, luckily I made it. I have yet to, as an adult, crap my pants to this day.
I have sharded.
I've not. A lot of my friends don't believe it, but I have never sharded.
I have. I will say I have sharded.
Now, I've had some greasy cheek farts, but not a full-on shart.
My favorite are the really dry ones. Like
The ones that sting.
Oh, yeah.
This is what you come to the Buckhorn Podcast for. If you've had a really dry fart that hurts, send us an email.
Oh, you know what?
Podcast@gmail.com.
Because we're crude-ass Americans, I'd like to welcome the Russians, Australians, and English folks from Britain that are checking out the show.
Are we getting more?
Yeah, we got a couple more. We did. So anyway, pool news.
I have an English friend. Maybe that's him.
I have an English friend, too.
Except he lives in Ohio.
He lives in Cleveland.
So, thanks, Sam, for blasting your family and saying, hey, listen to these guys, even though you don't listen. And I know that for a fact.
No. So, got a call from the pool people.
Pool people.
Literally,
the
their name
people
is...
that put in your pool with the pool people.
Their name is the pool people.
Call 1-800-POOL-PEEP.
Pool. Anyway.
I should write jingles for a living.
The pool will be dropped off on the 11th. So that's confirmed.
Speaking of dropping things off at the pool,
yeah,
you're going to have the pool dropped off.
I am. I'm not taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Nope. Well, I literally just got a message from my cousin in our group thread about the Browns draft. The NFL draft's going on, and I know how much you care about that. He seems happy, but their first-round draft pick was really good. So I'm going to say if
no Justin Fields.
They don't need Justin Fields. The Browns don't.
No, they couldn't.
If all goes as planned, the Browns will probably make it to the playoffs this year. I think they will.
Over my wet, shiny ass.
Should we make a bet on this right now?
No, because I could care less.
We'll both forget, too.
Yeah. Plus, I'm not a Browns fan if I had to be.
Oh, I'm not a Browns fan at all.
So,
but I think they might make it.
Good for them. Hurrah, future Browns.
Like I said, I know how much you care.
Yeah, I don't care about the Browns. Mistake on the lake. Cleveland in general as a city is a mistake on the lake.
Cleveland! At least we're not Detroit.
That's right. Well, I don't know. I might rather live in Detroit than Cleveland. It's a hard sell, but Cleveland's a shithole, so. And
if
Detroit's
I had my
a shithole.
For, say, a job had to move me to Detroit or Cleveland, equal pay, equal opportunity, equal housing costs,
well, now
whatever.
It's coming down to taxes.
I still think Cleveland, depending on where in Cleveland, because Detroit's best is like Cleveland's middle. Detroit's bad.
I know Detroit's bad.
People that live in Detroit, no, it's not about being there. Every documentary I watch and anything I ever see, people in Detroit are like, yeah, we don't know why we're here either, bro. Like, there ain't nothing here. These homes have been, like, when you go to Cleveland,
that's
like, man,
urban Detroit.
These 3 out of 5 homes have been abandoned for 10 years. Detroit's like, these 9 out of 10 have been abandoned and burned down, and people get raped in them.
That's in urban Detroit. There's suburban Detroit that I'm sure is a
yeah,
lot.
That's called Flint. Have fun drinking that water.
I'd rather drink that water than live in Cleveland.
And drink the burning river water?
Yes. I'd rather drink burning river water than live in Cleveland.
I'm glad I don't live in a major city. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah. Well.
If you had to live in a major city in America, say top 20 biggest cities, where would you live?
Miami.
Is Miami top 20?
It has to be.
Size-wise, it might be.
It has to be.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I know. But the only reason I'd really want to live there is titties and cocaine.
I'd only want to live there because of Will Smith, Big Willie style song.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there's that, but like, I'm thinking like
Mo knows what I'm talking
1980s, like titties and cocaine.
It's 2021.
That's still the 80s there.
Those bustices have sagged.
There's new
and that cocaine.
There's new bustices.
Is now laced with fentanyl and you die. And crocodile.
It's fine.
No,
It'll be fine.
Your flesh is eaten away.
It's fine.
And your bustices are like going to Sturgis and seeing all the old biker women.
It's fine.
It's no bueno.
It's fine.
Miami's basically like Dayton at this point, except hotter.
Wow, I think you just kind of busted on Mo.
Well, potato, tomato.
You can hit him, Mo, anytime you feel like it.
Mo would kill me.
We've had, I think almost every show we've had a Mo reference.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Because he's the best.
Yeah, Mo knows.
He does know.
I bet if I was in my prime when I was a crime instructor and Mo and I got in a fight, he'd probably still kill me.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to leave it at that.
Even at your bestest, he was still smaller, lighter, and quicker.
Yeah. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Like a Mo.
Of course, even at my most fit, if you threw bacon at me, I'd just stop and start eating bacon. So
bacon-covered donuts, forget about it. Anyway, so the pool's coming. All that led around to the pool's coming on the 11th, and they're ahead of schedule. So the pool will be in before the end of May. Ooh. But I'm trying to figure out this pool house thing. Like, I thought about getting a shed.
It's a pool.
Like a 12 by 14 shed.
House.
And putting it in there. But then you and I had talked out in the driveway one day, and I reached out to Sean. I'm like, well, I wonder if Sean does anything like this.
I mean, he's an architect.
He's an architect.
He can do anything. Really.
He can.
I've seen him design amazing houses and stuff.
Well, what I found out was he actually is part owner or owns a company. I'm not sure what it is. They have a building, a 5-acre building.
I've been to this building.
Take my lot and put a roof over the entire thing.
So you've not been there?
I've not been there.
So Sean and I go way back, and Sean and I got real close. He was my crop instructor. We worked on the farm.
Right.
We became very close friends, and to this day, he's one of my greatest confidants. We can talk, whether we agree or not. We've pushed each other to stretch ourselves when it comes to religion, politics, whatever, and we've been very good friends. He's a very smart man. He's a well-read man. He's a fierce guy.
Yeah.
But he's
Although
like,
I will say, I will stand as the only person to be able to front kick him and knock him backwards.
no, you're not. I did the same thing.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
Nope.
I front kicked a rhino and knocked it backwards.
No, you didn't.
You don't know that.
I know that.
It's on YouTube.
Now, I did front kick another guy, and he knocked me backwards.
But yeah, so he's like, yeah, here's where our office is. I walked into the building and had to park and then walk like another 200 yards to his office.
Oh, he told me to drive into the building.
That's what I did. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
It's so you drive into this you drive onto this land that is enclosed.
Yeah.
And you park where all the other cars are parked, and then you see this tiny, teeny looking little thing in like the middle of it, and that's where his office is. And you go in and you're like, this is a decent sized office, but in the grand scheme of things, they've got an arena in there with a stage that can hold like thousands of people.
Yeah.
It's insane.
So this is the part that I found out, and that's what I'm trying to figure out, is he is part owner in this building or owns the building. That's the piece that I don't know yet.
But I'll talk to you off air.
But he also owns or is part owner or is lead designer in this construction company that is housed in this building.
Right.
That does shipping container homes and cabins and shit.
They did a food truck type thing.
Yeah.
So they did one that opens up the sides, has seating on the roof with like umbrellas and crap.
Yeah.
And yeah, they do all kinds of things with them.
So I am going to talk to Sean
They
next
do
week.
tiny homes. Have you been? You need to go see his tiny home he built out of one.
Well, I've heard. So I saw the pictures. I saw the pictures of it.
Okay.
It's
phenomenal
on the company's Facebook page, and I'm going to talk to him because I had mentioned, I'm like, look, I said, here's what I'm looking for. It doesn't have to be extravagant. Like, I'm looking at doing a 12 by 14 shed.
Basically, somewhere you can run in, change, get out of wet clothes.
Get out of wet clothes. Maybe put a TV. It'll have electric. You know, put a couch and a TV out there so you can just go out there and sit and watch TV.
5-gallon bucket in case you got to take a dump.
No, you come inside for that.
Home Depot bucket.
No, we're not
sand in it.
No, we're not doing any of that.
Kitty litter. I'll bring my own bucket.
No,
I'll poop in the pool.
no.
Just like Caddyshack.
It's a candy bar. But so I was talking about it, and he's like, well, I've got it. He's like trying to get a high cube, 20-foot high cube container. He goes, the price went from $1,800 to $3,600. The price doubled. They're hard to get right now. Blah, 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 blah. He's like, but I do have, if you're looking for like basic, like it's not a habitat essentially. He's like, he goes, I have a 20-foot container that the whole side of it opens up. The whole thing is
Which
open.
would be great for a pool house.
Yeah. He's like, you just need to, we'll just have to figure out, the mechanicals and plumbing. And I'm like, well, I don't need plumbing. When you say mechanicals, what are you referring to? He's like, well, HVAC. I'm like, don't need any of that. I said, all I need is electric.
Yeah.
That's it. And he's like, just come down.
Yeah. Go see what he has.
But
Last
saw
time
this.
I went there, they had quite a ton.
But I saw this.
So I saw that in real person. I've climbed on that.
And so this is a bar. This is a 10-foot container. It opens up on three sides. It has a deck on top of it. And it literally folds open on three sides to reveal a bar on the inside. And it has railings and all the other shit on the outside of it.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, we can do, hydraulic this and hydraulic that. And I'm like, I don't need any of that for this.
I've seen that. That is way overkill for what you need. It's
This
cool.
would be amazing, though.
Yeah, it's cool.
So, but I don't need this. I would be fine with a version of this that does the same thing as the 20-foot. I would be fine with a 10-foot version, because this is 10 by 8, essentially, that would just open up and had a front deck on it, and that was it. So, I'm kind of excited. I'm hoping that it'll fall within my price range. And I know the container, I don't have unrealistic expectations. But I'm going to spend $6,300 on a 12 by 14 shed that's not finished, plus another $2,500 on a deck.
It's good enough that you're rich enough to pay somebody to do that for you.
I know.
If only dude were as rich as you could pay somebody to do his bourbon room.
I know. Well, he could have paid me to do it for him.
Dude sucks. What a poor.
Yeah, because he was taping and mud. He was doing
speaking
all
of
his
poor,
own bullshit.
I
I
got
don't
the
do that.
promotion.
I pay people.
I hate mudding. He was talking about mudding and sanding and all this. And I mud so well that I don't have to sand. And I say that because I made myself learn to mud so well I don't have to sand because I hate sanding.
I'm so wealthy that I just pay someone to do it for me. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
More tan people like me.
You know what this sound is? Making it rain.
Okay, that could have went a lot of different ways.
Could have went a lot of different ways.
This is why we need a live stream so people would see the motion.
So anyway, so you got the promotion.
Yeah. Well,
Tried to sneak that in there.
I did try sneaking in because I've got to go through the background check, which I've gone through so many background checks and so many jobs.
Have you been through the background check already?
Not for this one. But
not for this
I've
one.
I've been through many background checks for, believe it or not, as a full-time youth pastor.
Well, yeah, because you're working with kids.
Security, armed and unarmed security. I've been through so many different background checks. And
how do you do unarmed security when you got two arms?
What you actually do, they give you the security. You get your uniform.
Yeah.
They sew the sleeve shut. So you have to keep your arm. You basically put the shirt on, then somebody has to button it for you and tuck it in. So your arms are just like this inside the shirt.
Super uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's really hard to reprimand a perp, as we call them in the industry, for those of you that aren't professional.
When you're unarmed?
When you're unarmed. You basically just have to headbutt them or run down and flop on top of them.
Kick them.
Which is really hard at Nationwide Arena during the wrestling and the bull riding.
Sounds like the Scottish version of Kung Fu.
Yeah.
They call it fuck you.
What happens is, with that, though, you've got the kilt. And if you flop around just right, that kid will flop up, and you've got something to work with. Well, most people do.
He's going for the teabag, folks.
Me, I pretty much just had to kick people.
Yeah, headbutt them and kick them when they're down.
Headbutt and kick. So where were we going? Promotion, yeah.
Promotion.
I've been driving the truck.
Have been.
The official email went out today to proceed with moving me into that role.
Nice. Congratulations.
So
that's awesome.
It'll take like 4 to 6 weeks for everything to kick in, government stuff. But I'm pretty pumped. It'll be good for us.
Well, hey, congratulations, Tori.
Congratulations to Tories.
Drink thing.
Let's do it. Yeah, do a cheers, tink. I just tapped you tapped the bottle. I'll tap my stand.
There you go.
And we'll cheers to that.
Yeah. This is like my 4th drink today.
Here's to not being as poor as dude.
Yeah. It's
got to suck.
Nothing better than being
mud your own bourbon closet under the stairs.
Yeah, literally under the stairs.
It's not even a room. You know what's under the stairs at my house? A toilet, dude.
It's a closet.
It's a toilet. I have a closet toilet under my stairs.
I have a basement under my stairs, but
in the house that I rent from somebody else. Shows how well off I'm doing.
Yeah. I don't have a space under my stairs in my basement.
The space between.
Actually, it is the space under my stairs is just the basement.
Yeah, it's just open.
It's just
you have open stairs.
I have open stairs. No big
concrete floors.
Yeah, and walls.
That's where the studio is supposed to be moved for the last year.
Well, it will be.
All this time working from home in COVID, you've done jack squat.
You're right, I have.
You're all worried about a pool.
And the basement's been put on hold for a minute because of the price of lumber.
Well, I can't blame you there.
I'm gonna wait. Like there's
no
chance that right now that I'm going to spend an arm and a leg on.
You could sell a 2x4 more than you can a kidney right now, I think.
Pretty much. So I went and bought a bunch of 2x6s.
Dummy.
Well, I need them. I
hope your Dogecoin works out good for coops that cost.
No shit. It wasn't terrible, but it was a lot more than what it should have been. So I bought 16 2x8s.
Ouch.
I
felt bad for your girl's inheritance.
Yeah, no shit. Could have bought a Maserati.
Daddy, what are you leaving us? This deck.
This is these steps.
these
not even the
steps.
deck. I'm leaving you these steps. That's where everything went.
We're going to carve your name in with a Dremel. That's all you get.
Yeah, but I bought 16 2x6s, 2 4x4x6s and 2 4x4x8s.
Okay.
Okay, so posts. 4x4 posts.
Why did
6
you
foot
post,
and 8 foot.
Why didn't you post for the stairs?
Because I was going to do railings. So the posts come up through the stairs, and then you sleeve them with
but 8 foot?
Cut it in half.
Okay. So what'd that run you?
In total, all of that ran me $255.
You could have bought so many Funko Pops for that.
I know.
Or like paid a car payment. Like
half
anything.
a car payment.
Or bought a bottle of Blanton's on secondary.
I could have bought 2 bottles on secondary.
But
2 bottles and a half on secondary.
Yeah, it depends on where you're buying it from.
But yeah, it's shit that I have to get these stairs done before the pool goes in, before they do concrete.
Yeah.
So,
well, at least the last few days weather's allowed you to.
Then, oh no. The day when we had 80-degree weather, I was on
Too hot.
I was on calls outside with my saw.
Mr. Martelle, how do you skill saw?
Sorry, I can't hear you. But I'm on mute, and I'm out there just.
You're not listening to calls. You might as well have just hung up.
Some of the calls I shouldn't even been on, but it took me 6.5 hours to build one fucking step. I was pissed.
That's really slow.
So moving so slow.
If I did that at work, I'd get in trouble.
And then on top of that, I fucked it up so bad it's 1.25 inches too short.
How did you mess up that bad?
Because I did not follow my original plan that I had written down. So I draw everything out before I build anything. I draw everything out. I get all my dimensions.
Good idea.
So instead of following that plan with the notebook that's sitting right beside you and just having it laid open, I'm measuring on the fly, and I fucked up and measured the underside of the one fascia board for the deck.
Okay.
And measured from the underside of that instead of from off the face of it.
Gotcha.
And it was 1.25 inches off.
You're a dumb.
I know.
Dude, you should have hired Martelle.
You should have hired me to do your bourbon room, dude. It'd be perfect.
I've been 1.25 inches off my whole life, so I get it.
So I was just like, whatever. I'll just rip one of the composite boards down 1.25 inches. So I did that. I ripped down the wrong fucking side. So the 16.
I was just here because I know you were ticked at that point.
The 16 on center joist that I put in because the steps are just boxes. They're just big 8 foot long by 22 inch boxes with joists in the middle, and I did 16 on center. Well, 16 on center doesn't match if you flip over a board that is already pre-drilled for 16 on center. Every fucking hole's off by 1/4 inch.
Story of my life.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
He's not going to help you. He's
no, he didn't.
At you.
He didn't.
He's laughing.
He did. That carpenter.
He's calling the angel like, look at this idiot.
He's like, look at this amateur.
I love this moron, but look at him. What a dumb.
I could go down there and fill the holes for him to snap my finger, but fuck him.
I'm going to hell because you said fill the holes, and I thought I could get out there and hold his hands up with holes in them.
God damn it. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm already there.
A little faith-based humor there, folks. Myself, who
drink some more.
Yeah, right. Maybe we should record late at night more often. I feel like we're both tired.
I don't mind this at all. But
the only thing I mind about this is I'm missing putting my boys to sleep, and they're still young.
But they should be up till 11 o'clock. They're young. It is Friday.
I'll be up till like 2 or 3.
It's almost summertime. It's Friday.
It's summertime.
They ain't got no jobs. They ain't got shit to do.
That reminds me. Huck is 7. He needs to get a freaking job already.
I mean, right?
He could be delivering newspapers or scooping ice cream or something.
Scoop and poop.
Jeez. What is this, 2021?
He could be a pooper scooper for
Take me back to the good old days when women didn't have
butler.
voting rights and children labor laws were not a thing.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so I had this is my 4th drink. Actually, probably my 6th.
Since we started recording.
This is a 16-ounce glass, so this is literally like my 6th
What's this?
drink.
This one's a little bit different shape than yours.
They're both 16-ounce glasses.
They're very phallic.
Yeah, this one I stole from Combustion Brewery.
You steal all your glassware. I don't believe any. I don't think you've ever. No wonder you've got money to buy a pool and a container pool house.
Why would I? Why would I?
You know what? That's why dude's poor. He pays for his glassware, idiot.
Why would I buy my glassware when they give it to you for free at the brewery?
Right.
And just
Martelle. There's a reason Martelle has never let go of cargo shorts.
Yeah, I need them.
He walks in with empty pockets and walks out with a whole set of glassware.
Goddamn right I do.
He's got like dinner plates.
So my mom and I used to have competitions
about who could steal the most,
who could steal the best item.
I've got so many things I want to say right now, and I don't know.
So
which one to go
we
with.
would go out to eat
because right now your ghost mom steals things from you and moves it.
Yeah, she still moves shit around. Nothing's changed. So we would go out to eat.
Now she just takes things.
Now she just takes things from me. We would go out to eat. So
she takes from the rich and gives to the dude.
Yeah,
because he's poor.
Out. I don't care. Communication limit. Sorry, babe. Screen time sucks.
For those of you listening,
my daughter just walked in and wanted me to put in the screen time password on her iPad because she's used up the hour that she gets a day.
1 hour a day?
1 hour a day.
That's not bad. We limit our boys.
Yeah, 1 hour a day.
We've been doing dinner outside even. When it's nice out.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go outside dinner, which they love.
Yeah, we eat on the deck.
So we got a picnic table out back, and we sit there and eat, and then the boys play, and we've been going for walks, trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
So, anyway. You steal stuff.
So.
Your mom's a klepto.
Growing up, my mom, she was quirky, weird, insane, crazy.
A thief.
Just think klepto. Anything you can think of, all my friends loved her. But we'd go out to eat and we'd get in the car and she'd be like, check out this set of knives I got. And you're like, what the fuck? She would take
like
an
Outback
entire
steak knives with.
Oh, no. A&W Root Beer used to have the best steak knives.
I've never been to a restaurant that has a solid knife. Ever.
Well, A&W Root Beer up in Boardman, it's not there anymore. I don't think there's an A&W restaurant around anymore.
South High. It's still there. Well, I'm sure they don't have the knife, the cutlery they did.
Probably not.
Because it's combined with like a KFC, but.
Oh, no, then they don't. It used to be a go
like
in.
Like the legit, you go in.
Down, yeah, legit go in,
the Fallon A&W root beer's the best.
Yeah. And they had these steak knives that were, you had, instead of having the, you know how you go to an edge blade to a serrated blade?
Yeah.
It was the opposite. It was serrated and then it had an edge on it.
Here's the thing. As somebody that's now been in the knife realm for a few years and I've made some knives, I cannot stand a half serrated, half straight edge blade. They're pointless.
They are.
One blade is meant for slicing, one's meant for tearing. Mm-hmm. Plain and simple. One's for cutting meat, one's for slicing. You know, they each serve their purpose. Especially when I guess I shouldn't say the knife itself does, but a pocket knife that's like a 3-inch blade that's half serrated.
Oh, that doesn't make any sense.
It's so stupid. Don't get if your pocket knife has a serrated blade, I don't trust you as a human being.
You know what? I don't know if mine does or not.
And if it does, I'm assuming that you got it out of a plastic container on the counter of a British Petroleum, who Martelle knows.
Yeah. No.
I don't like half serrated blades on pocket knives.
I ordered mine from Kershaw.
I love Kershaw. For the price, Kershaw is one of my favorite.
They're really good. I need to get mine sharp.
Especially with the quick assist open.
Actually, I think mine is a half serrated. It's on my nightstand.
Hey, if you give that to me, I'll sharpen it for you and give it back to you in 3 years.
Probably, because I'm still waiting on a butcher's knife.
It's a hatchet.
But anyway, so she had this whole they did they had the reverse. It was serrated.
It was different.
They did steaks and steak burgers and everything else where you actually need the serration to cut through, and then I don't know why it wasn't fully serrated. Maybe they were trying to save money. I don't know. But we had this whole set of 8 steak knives from A&W.
She saw a whole set.
All 8. She just walked by a table. She would take one off a table.
That's impressive.
Just one.
Which, you won't miss that if you're a busboy coming out real quick.
Right.
You're busy, trying to do your job.
You just grab one. And so she did 8 of those in one sitting. Well, then it moved on. So then my next thing was, I think I took a glass and got a glass out of it. Well, smash cut to a couple years after of doing all of this, like coffee mugs and cups and glasses and cutlery. And half the shit we didn't keep. It was just who could get the best thing out of the restaurant.
You almost said it. Who could steal? You almost said it.
I did. That's what it was. But it was who could get the best thing out of the restaurant at that point. So we would, and then at the end, after we got in the car, it's like, oh, what'd you get? And we would present.
I've listened to a lot of podcasts about true crime, serial killers, and all this, and I'm pretty sure
None of them talked about kleptos.
No, I think a lot of them have. Like when the parents are like, "Hey, what'd you steal?"
What'd you get?
You know what I picture in the Despicable Me, where the minions are looking for a new leader.
Yeah,
It's like 3 or whatever, where the whole family picks them up, and like the kids like shit around. Like that's your family.
yeah, that was my family.
Like, what'd you steal, kids?
Yeah, it was just.
Oh, we just robbed a bank. How much did you get?
Except it was just my mom and I. It wasn't my dad and my sister. So the last time that my mom and I played this little game, Liz was with me. Liz was with me. Don't choke over there.
Liz was with
Liz was with me, and we were at a Charlie's up in, I think it was the one up in Gahanna, up on Morris Road.
Okay.
We're up there, and we get done eating, walk out, and I present my mom with a huge pepper grinder.
You took, of all the things you could get hold of, you took a pepper grinder.
The pepper grinder.
Your cargo short, you were in Jinkos that night.
I was not.
With the mammoths with the like 19-inch pockets.
No, but I still do have a pair of Jankos.
Do you have the mammoths?
No. I have the pair that I have are slightly before they went like stupid crazy and did like the 43 inch.
If you had a pair of mammoths right now, they would be worth bank, I bet.
No, I have a pair of Janko. They're the work pants edition.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, she's like, I didn't even get anything. I'm like, I win.
Suck it, Mom.
That's it. And then my mom passed away, and we never played the game again. She plays the game in my house while she moves shit around. Or in the case of tonight, when I was looking for pineapple juice at Kroger, she completely removed all the pineapple
you think
juice.
Your mom went to Kroger and said, "Screw you, Brandon. I'm hiding the pineapple juice."
She hid all the pineapple juice. She hid the cans. She hid the big can.
I can't wait for the day you're on a reality TV show.
Oh my God, you're going to be right there with me.
Not a reality TV show, a talk show.
You're going
to be on the Ricky Lake.
We're on a talk show.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
what if your mom's voice came through the mic right then?
I'd fucking lose it.
I'd just leave. I'd be like, all right, it's a Google to Instagram.
Bye. We're done. We're done.
So last year, 2 years ago, I started this job. I'd go up north on our trips, and we went to Texas, or no, not Texas Roadhouse. We went to Longhorn.
Yeah.
And I ordered a Tennessee Mule, they called it.
Okay.
It was like the Moscow Mule, but with like Jack or something. It was all right, but it came in this really nice silver tin cup with a handle that was copper lined. Kept the drink really cold, right?
Yeah.
So, one of the guys with us goes, "Hey, I like that cup." So we asked the guy, "Are these for sale?" He goes, "Yeah." The bartender says, "Yeah, $10." I said, "Give me one." The other guy said, "Give me one." And we both told him, said, "Now make sure you pick these up, or we're going to take these with us too when we leave."
The cups,
right? The ones we drink out of.
Yeah.
So he brought us ones in a box. We paid for them. But then he looked at us and smiled and left, so I took the one with me. Some people think that I stole those. I just went ahead and said, "Hey, I told him."
You told him you were taking it.
He kind of smiled and walked away.
He was like, bullshit.
Yeah. So I see it as he gifted it to us.
Yeah.
So
I would agree with that. He did gift it to you.
But that's about all. I haven't stole a pepper grinder.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Casey would waltz with the strawberry blonde and the band played
This is my mom.
on. He'd glide across the floor with the girl he adored and the band played on. Poor Casey was loaded, he nearly exploded. Poor girl, she shook with alarm. He never would twirl with the strawberry girl and the band played on. Casey got hit with a bucket of shit and the band played on.
This is dark.
Across the floor and got hit with some more and the band played on. Poor Casey was loaded, he nearly exploded. Poor Casey, he shook with alarm. He slid across the floor and got hit with some more. And the band played on.
You know what you'll never get on the Bourbon Hunters podcast?
My mom singing.
Your passed away mom singing. Ever. Take that. Let's see him be, oh,
dude.
Diesel just ripped my headphones off. You won't get that either. Oh, Diesel just destroyed the whole studio. He got spooked. Dude, you spooked him.
I didn't. Something did, though.
Yeah, your mom did.
Whoa.
We're all kinds of messed up.
Yeah, we are. Give us a second here.
Hold on. It shows we're still recording.
Oh, we're still recording. It never stopped.
Oh, my goodness, dude. That was freaky. That was some Halloween bullcrap right there.
You like that?
No.
You didn't like that?
I feel quieter now.
It's... Oh, here.
Okay, we're good. It's cool. I can hear myself. We're good.
Got it? Got it?
Yeah, he literally ran. When that song ended, Diesel shot up and ran towards the door and ran through all of our cables.
Yeah.
Which he usually walks right over.
Nope.
He ripped my head to the right because he ran through
all the stuff is on the table.
my headphone cable and ripped off our module, our headphone interface thing, almost took down a laptop.
And you were doubting the power of my mom.
No, because I was doubting it because I've seen where stuff has come up missing here. In the short stints I spend at your house, I've seen you and Liz both go, we put that there, where is it?
You want to listen to something else?
Yeah, sure. I mean, well, hold on.
Here. This one's called Crazy.
I need you to help me out a little
Hold
for
on.
this.
All
okay,
right.
so this is called Crazy.
It is
like the Seal song.
Crazy.
I'm crazy. Crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy. Crazy for feeling blue.
Wonder what we're just going to have next.
I know
That's what I'm going to stay
you
quiet.
love me
I'm nervous.
as long as
She's not got a bad voice.
No, she had a beautiful voice.
I'll give her that. And it sounds like it's playing on an old record player.
That's because she recorded it on a shitty microphone on a 386 PC that
Jeez.
ran like Windows 3.1.
worried. Why?
I can just see your mom. Well, I've never seen a picture of your mom, but I'm picturing
Wondering
your mother sitting at a desk
what in the
singing.
world
Oh, that's your mom?
That's her after her
Oh.
gastro bypass.
is
Not that anyone else is going to see this.
Right.
So she was like a 300-pound woman in this photo.
Wow,
she's
really?
115.
my love
Wow. I would never have guessed that.
Yeah.
She's tan too, so
Oh,
obviously,
she is super tan. She was always super dark.
obviously that's where you get your affinity of getting out of Ohio for.
Yeah. Well, she grew up in Ohio her entire life.
Really?
Yeah. But she was just super dark.
I've never seen a picture of either of your parents till now.
Olive skinned. Always had a tan. Never went to the tanning bed, but was always dark. She's just dark skinned.
Oh, look at her belt. She's native.
She is native. Well, actually, there's some native in our family. Let's see. Just because.
What about your spit test?
Yeah, that came back as a
You didn't have much native in you, though.
little bit.
Are you sure your mom had you?
No. But I've always had this little inkling in the back of my head that I was adopted.
Very good chance.
Let's see. I haven't listened to any of these in a while, so let's see what this one is. This one's called Roses Red.
Roses are red, my love.
I got to turn them down on our end.
Violets are blue. Sugar is sweet, my love, but not as sweet as you.
And then I don't know what's this one. This one's called Maddie's Song.
Who's Maddie?
I have no idea.
It's going to be loud.
No, we'll fix that.
Did you ever know
there
that
we go.
you're my hero? And you're everything I'd like to be.
It's so hard not to sing with her
I know.
I
voice.
can fly higher than an eagle.
She used to sing to us all the time, too.
And you are the wind
Not when we were babies, like
beneath
just
my wings.
in general.
Well, our boys like singing.
Yeah.
They sing. Judd, 2 years old, grabs his little guitar and even sings with us. So yeah, we're a musical family.
Yeah. This one, however, I don't think is. Well, it's not going to play.
It ain't gonna work.
Not going to work. All right. This
Man.
one I know is not my mom's singing
So why are you playing?
because it's fun.
Ding 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 ding.
And that's why you come to listen to Buckhorn Podcast.
Turn it
Because
around.
we shift gears so fast.
Ring, ding, ding, ding,
We would,
ding,
We went from a new cocktail, talking about fast food, making fun of the Bourbon Hunters, to creepy dead mom stories and music, to the early 2000s. That's going to be so loud playback, too.
No, I'm adjusting the volume as we go.
Now leave it.
That's so good, though. But yeah, my mom would sing to us all the time, and
That's cool.
I think there's more. I think I have more wave files of her singing on 3.5 floppy disks in the closet behind me. Yeah,
I caught myself about made a really inappropriate joke. About
being in the closet.
No, 3.5 inch floppy disks.
3.5. It is floppy at 3.5 inches.
On a good day.
Yeah.
Maybe
when I'm
for
not
you.
in the pool.
I was in a pool.
George.
Oh, man.
Anyhow. So, yeah, it is weird that Diesel got up and tore ass out of this room.
The thing, like, Diesel's old and he moves slow.
He does.
As soon as that song was over, and he don't have headphones on.
He can't hear this.
As soon as that song was over, he bolted in like a bat out of hell and tore out half the studio.
Yeah, straight to the door.
That was creepy. And I believe that dogs and kids have that weird sixth sense, man.
I'm sure they do.
Your mom's probably sitting right there, like, laughing at us.
Oh, I'm sure she is.
Hi, Miss Martelle.
Yeah.
Hi, Miss the Hammer. Please don't throw one at me.
Sally.
Was that her name?
Sally.
Sally the Hammer.
Her name was, so back to mom talk. Her name was, Sarah. Her birth name is Sarah.
Is that where your sister gets her name
and
from?
That's where my sister gets her name
go.
from.
Okay.
And that's where Harley gets her middle name from.
Harley's middle name is Butch.
Yeah, it's Butch.
Harley, Butch, Steven, Sarah.
She has
Martelle.
She actually, so depending on who you ask, so if you ask Liz, Harley has 2 middle names.
Okay.
It's Harley, Madison, Sarah.
Okay.
If you ask me, she has a hyphenated first name, and we only really go by the first name, Harley Madison.
What's the birth certificate say?
Well, because Liz wrote it out, there's no hyphen between the Harley and the Madison.
Ah, she got you.
So she got 2 middle names.
Women are
but
sneaky.
It's Harley Madison.
Women are sneaky, whether they're the ones you married or your dead mother.
Right. So her name was Sarah, and I'm trying to remember how it went.
See, my mom's name is Sharon, which you
Yeah,
know, but
right.
everybody has always called her Sis.
Well, so that's a nickname.
So-
like, that's a legitimate nickname.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that kind of became so common it was almost like her name.
Yeah.
Like,
So
that's-
everybody called my mom Sally, but my grandfather did not like the name Sarah. He's like, we're not naming this child Sarah. And it was, I think, primarily because my grandfather's great-grandmother's name was Sarah, and she was a right old bitch.
I wonder where you get it from.
But my grandmother wanted to name her Sarah.
Those roots run deep.
No, they run super deep. I am such a bitch.
I'm a lover. I'm a child.
But,
I'm a saint.
so my grandfather called her Sally.
I do not have a taint. What?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Is that Avril Lavigne? Her clone?
Yeah, it's like Avril Lavigne or Shania Twain or one of them.
What is it? Avril's clone? Because she's dead.
Right, she died, and then they replaced her with
A
Janis
lookalike,
Joplin.
and so
Yeah.
we're fine. But yeah, my grandfather didn't like the name Sarah, so he called her Sally. My grandmother called her Sarah, so Sally stuck. So everybody called her Sally, but her birth name is Sarah.
Gotcha.
So she had legitimate 2 first names.
Gotcha.
So one not being ever on a birth certificate. And then, yeah, my sister is named after her, and then Harley also has the same name.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then freaky shit happens around this house that it's unexplainable, and
Whips and chains.
yeah, shit comes
Ball
up
gags.
missing, or shit shows up in your ass, and you're just like, what?
Whoa! I don't remember putting that there.
When did we get Benoit balls?
Oh, man.
We've gone over the edge at this point.
I think we're right in the edge.
Are you?
I think we went straight up in the edge.
Right up in that crevice?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. You say we have a friendly feud going on. I don't think the Bourbon Hunters could touch us. They're so blah.
They may have more listeners,
They're-
but they're
they're-
never going to reach the breadth of topics that we can cover
Dude,
in
listen,
one show.
They literally opened an episode where they bashed us 3 times talking about who has a pretty lawn, and then went on to crown molding that they caulk. Nobody caulks molding. Caulking molding's stupid. Get off it. Don't caulk molding. You don't caulk the base of a toilet, you idiot, you freaking amateurs. If you caulk the base of the toilet, unsubscribe from us right now. We don't even want you listening. Get off it. You can keep your Blanton's gold and your caulked crown molding.
Give me a sample. I'll try it.
I mean, yeah. Well, I didn't mean keep it as in keep it from us, but like
We need to get a Flight to the Round Table together again.
I'm over it.
Okay,
Screw those
great.
guys.
Fuck it. We're done.
But no, we should do that
Okay. Without Tyler.
without Tyler. We don't need Tyler anymore.
We don't need Tyler.
We got a dude in the other. What's his face?
We got Dude and the Serial Killer.
Yeah,
Brett Paul Jones.
yeah, him. Whoever. John
Brett
Wayne
Paul
Gacy.
Bryan.
It's fine.
They all have 3 names.
Ed Gein. It's fine.
It'll be good. It'll be good. So, all right. I'm done. My drink's gone. I filled it up 3 times with liquor. You got liquor still.
It'll be done real quick.
No, don't. No. You don't have to. You don't. No. Oh. Why'd you do duck lips while you were drinking? Oh, that's gross.
It burned. It came up the nose.
You fucking idiot.
All right, I'm Martelle. He's Randy. Oh.
He gurgled it.
Oh, that was rough.
Oh
my eyes
God.
are watering.
There is no wonder we have very little followers and no sponsors on this show. We
got sponsors, man. We've had.
Oh, before we end the show, Ragnar
I can't see straight.
Rye.
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok Rye is coming out May 28th. I've already been in contact with Catoctin Creek. They have directed me where I can get a bottle and have it shipped, so I don't have to drive to Virginia to get a bottle.
That's good.
So I'm going to try to get a bottle. They're $100 a bottle, and it's actually, I think, a lighter proof.
I'll split it with you with my lottery winnings.
Yeah. So did you, speaking of, we were supposed to do a lot of scratch off every show, and I think you just scratched all your winnings off.
I did. Oh, so, yeah, I won the $100.
Yep.
Went in, got 9 more tickets, pocketed my 10.
Yeah.
Which scratched them all off at home.
Yeah.
Won $40, so I lost 50. Sat on that for a couple days.
About 10 more.
Went back in and got 4 more.
Or 4 more, yeah.
And I won 20. So today...
You've halved it.
So today I go in. Oh, man, that was a bad idea to gargle.
Don't do that.
I gargled Buffalo Trace, guys. It's no bueno. So I went in today, said, give me 2 more tickets. And I scratched them off, hoping to come here and tell you I won $10,000 and here's your half. And I won nothing. So.
I'm sorry. It's just funny.
But it is funny. I got my $10 back.
You got your $10 back. You broke even. Everything's good. So, all right. With that, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Insta, Google, Tweetstagram. Insta, Google, Tweetstagram.
Randy's dying. I am making a better attempt to post more stuff to our Instagram, which will then bleed over to Facebook, and I don't do anything on Twitter. So, check out Buffalo Trace, because that's what we used tonight. They are literally the only bourbon with balls on the label.
Yes, that is true.
There is a set of testicles right there on the Buffalo.
On the Buffalo.
That's
how you know it's a boy.
Yeah. That's how you know it's good.
Because boys are tasty.
I was thinking like Rocky Mountain oysters.
It's raining, Ben.
But anyway, the recipe that we did today, I just called a pineapple sour. It's just, I'm sure other people have come up with it in the past, but it is 1 part pineapple juice, 1 part orange juice, 1 part whiskey or rye. Port. It's actually really good with the Weller Special Reserve. That's what I initially did it with. And then just a couple drops of lemon juice. That's your sour. And then the optional Grenadine.
Yeah, it was good. I did enjoy it.
That is cocktail number 2 of our cocktail series. So,
which will run until we decide we're done.
Till
I
can't do
had
it
a
anymore.
cocktail that I didn't have enough to bring here, but that
Well,
Dayton the stuff coffee stuff Mo gave us.
yeah, I got 2 bottles of it downstairs.
We need to do that because I did one this past week, like 4 or 5 nights ago. I had one of those, which was that, and then a splash of the bourbon cream.
Oh, I need to
Fantastic.
get some bourbon cream.
Yeah, we need to do that for a cocktail. Fantastic.
We can do that. We can pull that
It was
off.
a good little nightcap.
So anyway, you got that going. We have more cocktails coming up. So
So keep your cocks in the arrow tails.
yeah, he's Randy. I'm Martelle. We're out.
Peace.